venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll move the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Unloads it left. He's got it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The
quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Rushes on him, showing the arm strength to the left. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Gonna run it. It's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to be.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game, but we're still looking for our initial points of the game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Osborne. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down for the tackle.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out in the back, find some space to go to work.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Here comes the heat. That's caught, it's Jones. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting it in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down, and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, it's Osborne. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the ground, it's Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
The Gators decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Osborne. This time on target. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown Gators! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Throws to the tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hurtado. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a 4th down is coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gators line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have them. They're trailing by 4.
Touchdown, Florida! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got room to work. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hurtado. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hurtado. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gators will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Osborne. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Rich legacy of tough guys on that Georgia defensive front. Bill Goldberg, Jordan Davis, David Pollock, and you're not running on these dudes right now.
No, they set the tone, man. They hunker down on that line of scrimmage. They anchor the point. Such big, beefy guys every single year. You better start with something else. The running game, that ain't gonna work.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gonna look downfield again. They're setting up the screen. Into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. this is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The offense changing the play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in, it's Jones. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Can't get him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Going to swing it on second down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Osborne. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Wants to throw on third. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurtado. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull. Pulls it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big Gator gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Parker. Still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 3, and he a chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Osborne. The sure hands, it's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Osborne. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Dances away. QB got it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, but you've got to have a slide ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out.
Wide open spaces. The 20. Past the 10.
Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Scanning the field, it's Osborne. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.